Hi. So on the day of writing, June 14th,
June 14th,
the Halo team released the multiplayer overview of Halo Infinite. Remember your fears? The ones from the 2020 gameplay reveal a little while ago about how the game's gonna turn out? Let them be silenced. In the multiplayer overview, they started talking about how the game's going to be structured, and it is the most non-corporate, pre-Cyberpunk 2077 CDPR thing I've seen Microsoft and 343 do. So, stop letting me jerk you around like a lonely teenager on a Friday night, and let's get into it already. According to the multiplayer's overview released by the team, it is to be free-to-play, multiplayer only, cross-play between PC and Xbox, cross-progression between PC and Xbox, cosmetics are mostly earned by in-game progression, have a battle passes do not expire, no loot boxes, full armor customization. We all know what a battle pass usually looks like. You have like 90 days to go through 100 levels and another 10 if it's there. If you don't complete the pass in that time frame, go fuck yourself.
¿Quieres?
We don't care if you fucking bought it. Your $10 is ours. What 343 is saying is that if you choose to buy a battle pass, it's like a DLC. It won't expire on you, giving you ample options in what you want to do, which I think is great. Personally, I like to hop from game to game. So if people who don't have time or just aren't interested in Halo at the time still have access to what they paid for. I've never been the biggest fan of Halo before, mostly because this is the introduction to the series for me. What's not included is that since the battle pass is permanent, the crappy little filler things between the ranks of 1, 25, 50, 75, and 100 will have to be more beneficial than what they actually are, since they aren't going to go away while the devs work on the next pass. That said, they could also not do that and give us something we've already had before. But I think it would just be a very nice surprise to see something that matters other than like 3 things in a pass. As much of a fan as I am, many game studios still jerk and headbutt us into submission with the notion this is how it is. We need to make money and this is working. And we don't give a shit, consume product. You can really see this with how Respawn Entertainment monetizes Apex Legends. Non-direct purchases, you have to go through Apex credits, extremely expensive items for only one, $13 Canadian battle passes that only have about 4 items you actually want, and of course the hated loot boxes. Comparing just this one announcement to other companies who do this as normal means of business makes everyone else look fucking stupid. There's always been a thing that bugged me about the games industry. Nobody's pro-consumer, and I think that there's much more to gain from not being sloppy and just absolute dicks to your customers. Not only in the respect of your customers, but the way companies would gain more money out of it. To give an example, let's use Respawn Entertainment once again, but they're 2 entirely different games, at least monetarily speaking. Titanfall 2's store consists of many things, such as Prime Titans, weapon skins, expansion packs, player cards, pilot camos, Titan camos, weapon camos, and probably something else I'm forgetting. Why did I bring this up? Well, all of these are just bought by slapping your credit card on the table for a standard price.
And what is that, bro?
Yeah, all of these are only bought for $6.49, alright? No hassle going through Apex credits, where it's either under what you need or over what you need. Then, rearing our heads at Apex Legends, loot boxes. Collection events that cost $250 for one free heirloom, and 24 character skins. Character skins and weapon skins that cost enough to buy me food for 4 days, for only 1 by the way, and indirect purchasing. Coming back to Halo, consumer-friendly monetization is so much better in the long run than forcing your customers to fucking deal with it, and I really encourage other companies to do the same with their own games. With the multiplayer overview out and about, we're going to start seeing the return of the golden age of gaming. The golden age of gaming.
Hello. Voy a la playa, había subido la marea. Eso. Eso. Había subido la marea y encontré una paella. Eso. Y la encontré.
Not only with this announcement, but when the game actually releases and makes a shitload of money. We can only wait and see what happens, but what we know for sure is that my savings is going to look like he got hit by a bus. But next is the full armor customization. And oh boy, here we fucking go. In the multiplayer overview, they also said that players would be able to customize everything on their character, which means helmets, chests, arms, gloves, legs. I'm a real sucker for customizing my characters and basically playing dress up. I put 260 hours into Arma 3, and all I really did was screw around with what my character looked like. Being able to look a certain way in a video game is very important to me and probably a lot of others. And even though I can't really see what I look like, I can always see the arms and hands, so that matters to me. So let me be able to have a different pair of gloves, goddammit. 343 adding a deep customization system has me frothing at the mouth, because this is something that I can't wait to play around and see. Oh, did I mention that you could have prosthetic arms and stuff? Well, there you go too. But from what we see, all of these things that I've thought about, wanted, and wished I had in my games are finally being done. There's only one thing I now wish for in the games industry, and it's to stop the patenting of ideas and mechanics. In my opinion, it would be so much better if we sourced things for each other and not for ourselves. But with how capitalism works, this is never going to be an option. Because if you have an idea, milk it for what you can. But it's a dream to have all these companies working together so that ideas turn into projects and projects turn into games. We all deserve the best in our games, and what I wish for is that we could innovate on the creations of studios. Basically, I want the games industry to be able to take ideas and incorporate them into their own practices so that you and I can have a better time playing these games. I really hope that the games industry accepts these improvements made by 343 and implements them into their own games. 'Cause fuck do I want to go back and work on my Season 2 Battle Pass from Apex again. So, thanks for watching the video. Oh, and for those who thought I would be posting the CSGO guide, CSGO aiming at the floor edition. This is a little guide to playing CSGO for newbies by someone who is currently stuck in the ranks of silver, and has to deal with your shit when I'm solo queuing. Yeah, nah, B. I run this motherfucker, and I spent an entire week writing this script from scratch instead of finishing the 17 different scripts I have already saved. Anyways, I'll see you next time.
Stay right there, I know you're just lost. Honesty just comes with scars. Telling all your truths, but you're worried if I like you. I stay no fake, steaming tea in Malibu. I'm not drunk, but I'm not sober. See your pretty eyes roll.